Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to your February 2022 money reading. We're going to do a Celtic cross 10 card spread. Quick little update for you to see what could be challenging you, advice from spirit, etc., etc. So, I'm going to be using the singing bowl to clear the energy and to connect with spirit. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn them down just so your ears don't ring. Also, use this time to connect to any specific guides, deities, archangels, guardian angels that you want to be here. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Thank you for that. Always so amazing. I love it. Never get old. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for you guys this month. February 2022. Can you guys believe it? It's ridiculous. Time is just simultaneously flying by but also dragging on. Time is so bizarre to me. Alright, there's the first two cards. Current energy. What's crossing you? Interesting. Okay. Challenge for you at this time. Okay. Past. Present. Above. Interesting. Alright, let's see what's below. Oh, okay. I understand. It looks like lopsided and weird for you guys. I'm not sure what happened to the positioning of my camera. That is 4 cards. Okay. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it at this point. Every time I try it just seems to get worse. So I'm just gonna work with it. Okay. Interesting reading, especially for money. What do we have on the bottom of the deck? Teamwork. You guys get that a lot, actually. Acquiring your team. Relying on your team. Delegating to your team. Alright. Let's get started. Your current energies. You have the Queen of Cups. You could find yourself in a very nurturing, very soft, very loving, homemaking kind of energy. You could be nesting at this time, which means like typically when you're pregnant, you go through a phase towards the end of your pregnancy where you want to make, like you go on a cleaning spree, you organize, you put stuff together, and it's just your instincts to get ready for the baby. You don't necessarily have to be pregnant for this to happen to you. You could just be feeling like this surge of wanting to make your home more welcoming, more loving, more inviting. Is the energy that I'm getting. Your space. It doesn't, if you don't have your own home, if you live with other people, say your parents or whatever, it could just be like your room, your space is what I'm getting. What's crossing you at this time, presenting itself as a challenge, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You could feel like you don't really know your purpose, you don't really know your path, what Spirit has planned for you. You could just be a little lost in the sauce right now at this time. And that's not to say that you feel like you don't have a purpose. I don't see that. I feel like a lot of you may even know what that is and know what your higher calling is. The challenge that could be presenting itself for you right now is that you feel like everything that's happening to you is going in the opposite direction. It's taking you a little bit further from that, if that makes sense. If you have like a pending move, maybe you're wanting to move to Northeast Asia or something like that, and instead you're moving to the West Coast. And it's like, okay, I just feel like I'm getting a little bit, or you're moving like to North Dakota or something, and it's like, okay, I understand that this is the direction that my path is taking me. It just feels like it's a little bit further from what you want your end goal to be. I'm not really sure how to explain it. But Spirit is telling me the challenge could be that you just feel like these fated situations, these big changes are steps away from your goal, if that makes sense. In your past, you have the Emperor. So you could have felt really strong, really secure in your throne. You could have also been someone who really liked to have control over everything, and you could be called to kind of release some of that control right now. And maybe that's the challenge for you, is realizing that you don't actually have control. The universe is in control. Spirit is guiding you, and maybe you're relinquishing that a little bit, and that's kind of what's gotten you into this softer space from a little bit more controlling energy. But I feel like you guys were feeling very secure, very stable. You could have saved up a lot of money to, again, if I'm getting a move. So if you are planning a move, I feel like what got you to that point is the fact that you were able to work really hard and acquire and save your money. So kudos to you if that is the case, because not everybody can do that. Luckily, you guys are very good with money for the most part. You're very frugal. You know how to save money, essentially. In the future, you have the Magician. This is Gemini energy. This is you being in your power. This is you knowing that you have all the tools that you need to get to your goal. This is, you don't need to take any more classes. You don't need to acquire any more knowledge. You don't need to do anything. Essentially, you have everything that you need to reach your current goal. So if you're debating whether or not you need to take a certain course, or you need to get another certification, or you need to do XYZ, you need to get a new building, you need to do blah, 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 you don't. You have everything that you need right now to reach your goal. In your above position, you've got some interesting cards and interesting placements. So we're gonna go through it. In your above position, you have the Hermit. Your goal right now could be to be a one-man show. You might want to, if you have acquired a team in the past and you've hired people, it could be that it's not working out. It could be that they're not the right fit. Maybe they are, and it was kind of a temporary thing. You could be finding yourself wanting to kind of be by yourself, wanting to do things by yourself. Maybe, again, I'm getting a significant move strongly for you guys. I feel like maybe you're being called to do this so you can I don't want to say isolate, but maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're isolating. Sorry, I needed a sip of coffee. Maybe that is your goal, is to be kind of cut off and to rely only on yourself and nobody else's guidance, nobody else's knowledge, nobody else's nothing. You just want to be solely me, myself, and I for a little while. What's supporting that goal is interesting as the Knight of Swords. This is a very fast moving, this is very thought forward. They're heavy thinkers, a lot of action, and they can be a little bit harsh with their movement. It's like do first, think later energy. Very fast moving in the sense that air is fast moving. This knight has a vision. He knows where he's going. He knows what he wants. So I would say in the support position, in support of your goal of being kind of reclusive or drawing back your energy a little bit, I will say that it's definitely in support of that, and it might happen sooner than you think, because this is a very determined energy. So your subconscious is determined to get you there one way or another, but it's very quick. So it's not like it's going to take a really long time. If it was Pentacles, it might take a little bit longer, but because he is very forceful and he's very determined, the look on both his and his horse's face, they're like, let's go. The horse is even like, can we slow down a little bit? And he's like, no, let's go, and just like charging forward. So that's kind of what's in your subconscious, is this like, by any means necessary, this is what we're doing, this is the goal, we're going to get there. End of story. Your advice from Spirit: you got to walk away from something. If, again, I mean, that's pretty obvious. If this is your goal, if you're wanting to be a one-man show, you're going to have to obviously let go of some things to make that happen. 8 of Cups in your advice position is calling you to walk away. It's calling you to upgrade. This is a card of, this is, what am I trying to say? This was really nice for a really long time. It's what I wanted. It worked, but my tastes have changed a little bit. And so it's like, I need to find a new goal. This maybe once was your 10 of Cups, but now it's only 8. You know what I mean? It's like, you once found a lot of happiness in this specific space, in this specific place, maybe. But now it's like, it's time to upgrade that goal. It's time to ascend a little bit. And in order to do that, you have to leave the old tastes behind, right? That's what Spirit wants you to do right now. Let go with ease and grace. And if ever you feel like you're holding on to something a little bit too tightly, just call on Spirit. Please let me release this with ease and grace. Please help all parties involved release this with ease and grace. Those kind of affirmations help a lot. All right. External forces. This is the energies that are around you that are out of your control, but they will definitely affect the outcome of this situation. This is a money reading. So everything that I've talked about is kind of centered around your business, your career. So with that in mind, just skew this towards business a little bit. With this Hermit, in regards to it being a money reading, maybe you're wanting to, maybe you were part of like a practice before and you had like colleagues that you worked with, and that dynamic worked really well for a really long time, but now it's like, I really need to be on my own. And so in order to do that, you're going to have to walk away from the colleagues, right? You're going to have to sever the ties there so you can go out on your own. So you can stand firm on your own. External forces, the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of budding love around you, an abundance of love. This is source energy being poured directly into a vessel. And it's external to you, so it's not necessarily yours, but you could be feeling the energies of it because there's so much love, and it could be self-love. It could be just love for anything and everything. It could be love for you. The people around you have a lot of love and adoration for you, and you're inspiring a lot of people, and that is kind of propelling you towards this. The outcome card is the King of Cups, so it's kind of like everybody's kind of pouring their love and adoration into you, and it's filling all of your cups so much so that it's outpouring onto everybody else around you. It's like this cycle. It's really cool. Your hopes and your fears. The 9 of Coins. Yes. Your hope is that you will have enough to share and to spare. You will have enough to pay your bills with ease and like auto debit kind of stuff. All your bills are on auto draft, so you don't even have to think about it, and you have enough money in your bank account. Sorry, a text just popped up. It threw me off a little bit. You have enough money in your bank account to cover all of those without even you having to think about it. You have like direct deposits that are just constantly coming and flowing in to your bank accounts and minimal stuff flowing out. And then you have enough even left over, so when people ask you for help, you're able to do it without even having to think about it because you know that you're taken care of. It's a very abundant. You are also hoping that you'll upgrade with this move, that you'll be able to find a house that is luxurious, that meets all of your, like, checks all the boxes on your list, and it's definitely an upgrade from your past houses, from your past home is what you're hoping for. Your fear is that you won't be able to find that. I don't think that's the case, so I wouldn't focus on that too much. Your outcome is the King of Cups. Interesting energy. You've started in the energy of the Queen of Cups and you're ending with the King of Cups. So you've definitely upgraded your energy a little bit, stepped it up a little bit. The King of Cups, I mean, I guess that's not necessarily true because they're divine counterparts. What one has, the other doesn't. What one doesn't, the other does. So they definitely are, they are intermeshed together. It's not like one's better than the other. I'm not sure why I said upgrade thing. I was still stuck on this Nine of Cups, or Nine of Pentacles apparently. King of Cups as your outcome. You're going to find yourself in a very nurturing, supportive, emotionally stable energy. You could have done a lot of internal work on your self-confidence, on your self-love, and it's like nothing can shake that. Nothing that anybody says can ever knock that down. Like if someone tries to come at you with bullshit that maybe in the past would have rocked you, would have caused you to kind of be like, oh shit, ruffled your feathers is what I'm hearing. It's not going to happen anymore. It's going to be like water off your back. It's like, okay, if that's how you feel, okay, that has absolutely nothing to do with me. Your views on me do not define me by any means. And so it's like you're very much unbothered. You're very, very stable in your emotions. And you've definitely worked really hard to get there. So kudos to you guys. I'm very proud of you all. If you are making a big move, congratulations. I see nothing but good things for you guys. Nothing but success and love. I get an abundance of love and support for you at this time. And it's also, you are providing that for people, so that's why you're getting it in return. It's definitely a reciprocal thing. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I love you all so very much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, bye.